Okay, student, let us discuss about the joints. Joints are helps in the movement of the body. Joints are the sides present between the bones or between the bone and cartilages. Okay, the one type of the force is generated by the muscles which helps in the movement of the bones. Joints are act as a fulcrum at the time of the movement of the bones. Okay, student, and now discuss about the different types of the joints. Mainly three types of the joints present in the body. These are, first one is a fibrous joint, next second one is a cartilaginous joint, third one is synovial joint. In this first one, what about fibrous joint? Fibrous joints are synarthrosis. Synarthrosis, that means these are the joints does not allows the movement of the bones. Okay, student, and these are the joints are formed with a dense irregular connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue that forms the fibrous joints. Okay, student, these are three types. First one is about the sutures. Sutures are the thread-like arrangements, joints, one type of fibrous joint. Mainly these are between the cranial bones, present between the cranial bones. Example, coronal suture present between the frontal bone and parietal bone. Okay, student, frontal bone is jointed with the parietal bone by the help of the coronal suture. Next, second one, syndesmosis. These are amphiarthrosis. Amphiarthrosis means slight movement is possible by this joint. Bones goes to slight movement by this joint. Hence, these are amphiarthrosis. Okay. And which one is the example? Intraosseous membrane present between tibia and fibula. Intraosseous membrane present between tibia and fibula. Tibia, fibula are the two bones present in the hind limb. Next, and the gomphoses are movement is not possible by this bone. Gomphoses. Which one is the example? Dentalveolar joint. This is the example for synarthrosis. Dentalveolar joint. Root part of the tooth is fixed in the locates in the largest in the sockets of the jawbone. Okay, alveoli of the jawbone. Okay, if you observe surface of the jawbones, mandibles or maxilla. Okay, these are the surfaces have cavities which helps in lodging of the fixing of the root part of tooth. Okay, student, and the joint between these two, that is example for gomphoses, which are called dentalveolar joint. Okay, student, and another one is cartilaginous joint. What about cartilaginous joints? These are the joint with two bones. Two bones are jointed with the help of the cartilages. Okay, student, in this, these are divided into two types. First one is synchondrosis, second one is symphysis. What about synchondrosis? If you observe one of the bone, this is the structure arrangement of the compact bone. Okay, student, this is called epiphysis. This is also called epiphysis, and this is the middle part shaft arrangement, which is called diaphysis. Below the epiphysis there is a metaphysis. Okay, student, this is the external part of the compact bone, if you observe, and the region of the epiphysis is with a epiphyseal plates. These are mostly formed with the hyaline cartilage. Okay, student, epiphyseal plates between the epiphysis and the diaphysis is are the example for synchondrosis. Synchondrosis, which one is the example for synchondrosis? Epiphysis, diaphysis of the compact bone is connected with the epiphyseal plates, which is formed with the hyaline cartilage. Okay, student, this is the example for synchondrosis. This does not allow the any movement, hence it is synarthrosis. Next, second one is symphysis. Pubic symphysis is the best example for symphysis. It is called pubic symphysis. Pubic symphysis is formed with the fibrous cartilage. Okay. Each part of the pelvic girdle connected with the another part in the mid-ventral position with the help of the fibrous cartilage, that is called pubic symphysis. Okay, student, and also joint between the adjacent vertebra. There is a joint is also available between the adjacent vertebra. These are amphiarthrosis. Slight movement is possible by the symphysis. Okay, hence these are amphiarthrosis. Next, synovial joint. What about the synovial joint? Synovial joint allows the free movement of the bones, and these are fluid filled synovial cavity between the articular surfaces of the two bones. One of the bone, end part of the bone is called articular surface. Okay, student, and the joint between the two bones, this is the joint allows the free movement of the two bones. These are called synovial joint. And at the region of the joint there is a fluid filled cavity is there. Fluid filled cavity is there, that is called synovial cavity. Synovial cavity, it is the region present between articular surface of the two bones. Okay, student, and articular surface of the bone is covered with the hyaline cartilage. These are the joints allows the free movement, hence these are diarthrosis. Okay, student, diarthrosis. Next, which are the joints or act as synovial joint? In this first one, ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint, example for hip joint, shoulder joint. Okay, head part of the humerus is jointed with the pelvic girdle by the help of the glenoid cavity that forms the shoulder joint. It is example for ball and socket joint. Head part of the femur is fixed in the acetabulum of the pelvic girdle and forms the hip joint. It is also example for ball and socket joint. This is the head part of the femur. Femur is the longest bone in the human body. This is the head part. It is fixed in acetabulum of the pelvic girdle and forms the ball and socket joint. Next, second one, hinge joint. Hinge joint, which one is the example for hinge joint? Elbow joint, knee joint. Okay, student, the joint between ulna and radius and the humerus. These are the bones of the forelimb. Okay, student, hinge joint, ulna radius, the joint between ulna radius and the humerus, and forms the hinge joint. Okay, student. Next, knee joint, the joint between tibia and fibula and femur of the hind limb. There is a knee joint. Knee joint is covered with the knee cap, that is also called patella. Okay, student, it is formed with the tendon. It is example for sesamoid bone. Next, under pivot joint. What about the pivot joint? Example, atlantoaxial joint, joint between ulnar radius. Okay, student, already you know about the atlas. Atlas is the first vertebra in the vertebral column, and axis is the second vertebra in the vertebral column. Okay, axis has strong wooden tied process. Okay, student, this is the strong wooden tied process. This is the axis. Okay, it is the joint. This axis is with the strong wooden tied process, and atlas, if you observe the middle part of the atlas, there is a canal like arrangement that is called wooden tied canal. Okay, this is the wooden tied process of the axis fixed in the wooden tied canal of the atlas and forms the joint. This is the pivot joint. This is the pivot joint. Pivot joint allows the free movement, free rotationary movement of the head. Next, another example for pivot joint, that is a joint between ulnar radius. Ulnar radius. Okay, student, these ulnar radius are joints. These are the bones of the forelimb. And next, fourth one is a gliding joint. What about the gliding joint? The joint between the carpals. Carpals are the wrist bones present in forelimb. Okay, student, joint between the carpals, that is called intercarpal joint. Joint between the tarsals. Tarsals are the bones present in hind limb. These are also called ankle bones. Joint between the tarsals is called intertarsal joints. These are the example for gliding joint. Okay, student, gliding joint. This is diagram that shows the joint between the carpals called gliding joint. Next, condylite joint. What about condylite joint? Joint between carpal metacarpal of the bones. Okay, condylite joint. This is the diagrammatic part that shows the condylite joint. Okay, student, these are the carpals and these are the metacarpals. Okay, joint between the carpal metacarpal. Joint between the carpal metacarpal is called condylite joint. Next, saddle joint. It is the diagrammatic part that shows the saddle joint. These are the bones of the thumb. Okay, student, carpal metacarpal of the thumb. Joint between the carpal metacarpal of the thumb. It is the best example for saddle joint.